Oh yeah, Black Sun in the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Um, MD will be joining us soon. He's in and out. He's in the woods, y'all. So he's out there with the horses and cows. So we're gonna bear with MD because, like I said, he's in and out. He's driving. So shout out to MD. Um, got a new camera, but keeps autofocusing. So bear with me. Yeah, it's like Huh. Okay, where do I start? Where do I start? Let me do a share screen. To presenter view, share screen. Let's do window. Let's do right here. Hold on, let's do Hungary. And then let's do this. All right, MD. Okay, we back. Oh wait, MD. What's going on, MD? What's going on, man? What's going on? Okay, let me blow up the screen. Okay, this article is by Alex Bakian 24. This is a foreign newspaper. As y'all know, I'm not going to get this news in the United States, so I had to go outside the country. So um, the title of this is Hungary backs Chinese plan for Ukraine. Let me scroll down here. So Beijing roadmap to peace has significant advantages. Foreign Minister Peter Serjatro has said Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Serjatro said Peterson. Hungary supports China plan to settle the Ukraine conflict. Foreign Minister Peter Serjatro said on Monday, while excusing Europe for displaying a bellicose mentality. Speaking during talks with his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping in Beijing, Giugiaro stressed that Budapest is arguing for peace to come as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the war rhetoric globally is extremely strong. Therefore, we need to increase the voice of the peace camp, the minister stated. And in the peace camp, we attach huge significance to the role of China. We appreciate your peace plan a lot. We hope it's going to be a basis for discussing peace in our neighborhood, Shidacho added. For Beijing, the Hungarian diplomat underlined the importance of peacemaking efforts at a time when Europe is gripped by the psychosis of war. We support peace plan presented by China for two reasons. Firstly, because it pursues peace, and secondly, because it exists. There is finally something that aims not to continue war, but to end it. In February, in late February, China released its 12-point roadmap to end the Ukraine conflict, urging Moscow and Kyiv to resume dialogue as soon as possible and voicing support for any peacemaking efforts. Zelensky dismisses Pope's making offers. Beijing also called for the abandonment of the Cold War mentality and for the sovereignty of all countries to be respected, while condemning unilateral sanctions, which is said would not resolve any issue. The roadmap, however, caused mixed reactions. While President Vladimir Putin praised the plan, nothing that many of its provisions are consonant with Russia's stance. NATO Security Secretary General Jens Strellenberg claimed that Beijing lacked credibility as it has refused to condemn Russia's campaign in Ukraine. While meanwhile, EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell described the plan as a set of wishful considerations, claiming that the only thing that can be called a peace plan is Ukrainian Vladimir Zelensky's proposal. Among other things, the peace plan presented by Kiev last year demanded that Russia withdraw from all territories that Ukraine claims as its own and pay war reparations. The Kremlin dismissed the initiative, claiming it does not take into consideration the realities on the ground, including the new statutes of four former Ukrainian regions as part of Russia. Okay, so interesting article. Let me hit back to the thing. Interesting article. So we got so as you know, that's a very interesting article, and this just came out, and at this point, because when the war first started, Putin was trying to come to the table with some proposals, but now that they've taken, and I would say there was another article, but I didn't present it this show, but they're talking about they're going to take Bakhmut by Tuesday. So as y'all know, it's 95% taken. Wagner Group has their ammo. So yeah, and Wagner Group is steady pushing forward. So it's like this, the deal was on the table, but now you got Xi Jinping trying to, come forward and make another deal. Say, look, man, come to peace terms. And Zelensky's like, no, we want to take Crimea. We want to take Donbass back. Like, Zelensky, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. What says you, MD? I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, that's not happening. Okay, y'all, he's still in the woods. So yeah, basically, I don't think the window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller for Zelensky to make any deals. It looks like Russia is basically going to give them a middle finger because they have the advantage on the ground. And when you have the advantage on the ground, you really don't need to make peace terms, but again, Xi Jinping is willing to come along, but NATO is saying, oh, well, they have no credibility because, you wouldn't condemn the war. Like, you got to respect all nations and all their sovereignties, okay? So, this wanting to condemn, the EU is the one putting the battery on Zelensky's back. So you have to be rational and reasonable. The rationalness is that Zelensky's going to lose the war. Lost Bakhmut. You're going to lose Bakhmut. It is what it is. But I got some more articles further, reinforcing that. But how much?
Hey, Black Son, can you hear me? Mic check.
Hear you? Yes.
All right, cool. All right, I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
I'm scared away. Okay, cool. Real quick, I was able to hear bits and pieces of that article.
Okay.
Basically, in a nutshell, what I get from it, you have particular countries that want this thing to end based off the economic impact of what they're trying to get going. That's the sense that I have when it comes to a lot of these delegates coming to the table and trying to broker these deals. And it's funny because it's on behalf of China. Like, and,
you said Xi Jinping's a businessman. You called it.
Right.
And hey, Xi Jinping all about the money. Yeah.
Right. So go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No. I was just
No, no, no. I was going to say that it looks like a lot of these other foreign countries are being I don't want to say gaslit, and I don't want to say because it ain't a gaslit situation, but it's a situation where clearly China is at the head of whatever economic plan that they putting together, right?
Absolutely.
So you know, it's ironic that you know, these countries are coming on behalf of China in regards to peace talk. You
Right.
know, I know you didn't put the article in for this week, but I mean South Africa is doing the same thing. So you know what I mean? Like yeah, I find that ironic.
Yeah, I wanted to maybe we could bring it next show, but I wanted to actually I had that article lined up, but as you know, we talked and I said, you know what, okay, we could another yeah. I did want to bring that up, but yeah, the South African prime minister's or is he prime minister or the president making moves as far as like wanting to make peace deals. So apparently he's gonna go to Kiev and he's gonna go to Moscow. So we'll
Right,
see how
right.
that turns out. Yeah, but basically that's all part of BRICS. And where I'm going with it's a theme to this show, but I just want you to see that, um, they don't the EU doesn't consider China credible because China won't condemn the war. So what
Right.
do yeah, so I'm just like, come on now, that's seriously.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this before you before you get to the next article, I
Okay.
will say that I believe that South Africa and Hungary won't be the last country to do this. I can pretty much say probably all of the countries that's involved with BRICS is probably going to at some point try to meet with Zelensky at some point.
So basically what you said, I need to save that article because we're gonna see a pattern after a while.
Put it in your back pocket.
Will do. I definitely will do. Speaking of BRICS, that goes into my next article. So let's go into the next article here. It's let me do a presentation. Hold on. Okay, so choose share screen and do this one right here. Turkey. Yep. Booyah. Okay, so this one's by Reuters, and this one's titled. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of this down. Oh. Okay, well, let me just scroll down a little bit because this article. Okay, so this is by Reuters, and it's this one: Turkey faces runoff election with Erdogan leading. Okay, so let's scroll down here, and let's okay, let me put it down to 175. Okay, y'all. Okay, this article right here, it says Istanbul, Turkey headed off for a runoff vote for President Tayyip Erdogan, led over his opposition rival Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu in Sunday's election, but fell short of an outright majority to extend his 20-year rule of the NATO member country. Now, y'all listen to that. NATO member country. Take notes. Neither Erdogan or Kılıçdaroğlu cleared the 50% threshold needed to avoid a second round to be held on May 28th in an election seen as a verdict on Erdogan's increasingly authoritarian path. The presidential vote will decide not only. Oh no, let me make sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, not only who leads Turkey, but also whether it reverts to a more secular, there's that word, democratic path how it would handle its severe cost of living crisis and manage key relations with Russia, the Middle East, and the West. So it's very crucial. This basically this basically they're hinting at like I said, it's a NATO country, but whether it's Erdogan or whether it's this other guy is going to play a key role with Russia. Now, I've heard that. Let me continue reading, man. I'm gonna definitely comment on this. But Killigan, who said he would prevail in the runoff, urged his supporters to be patient and accused Erdogan's party of interfering with the counting and reporting of results. So y'all, okay, let's move it down here. But Erdogan performed better than pre-election polls had predicted, and he appeared in a confident and combative mood as he addressed his supporters. We are already ahead of our closest rivals by 2.6 million votes. We expected this figure to increase with official results, Erdogan said. With almost 97% of boxes counted, Erdogan led with 49.39% of the votes. Of Killigan had 44.92%, according to state-owned news agency Anadolu. Turkey's high election board gave Erdogan 49.49% with 91.93% of ballot boxes counted. Thousands of Erdogan voters converged on the party's headquarters in Ankara, blasting party songs from loudspeakers and waving flags. Some dance in the streets. We know it is not exactly a celebration, but yet we hope we will soon celebrate his victory. Erdogan is the best leader we have had for this country, and we love him, said Yasin Yadimir, 39, who owns a textile factory. Erdogan has the edge. The results reflected deep polarization in the country at the political crossroads. The vote was set to hand Erdogan's ruling alliance a majority in parliament, giving him the potential edge heading into the runoff. Opinion polls before the election had pointed to the very tight race, but gave Killigan, who heads a six-party alliance, a slight lead. Two polls on Friday show him above the 50% threshold. The country of 85 million people already struggled with soaring inflation, now faces 2 weeks of uncertainty that could rattle markets, with analysts expecting gyrations in the local currency and the stock market. The next 2 weeks will probably be the longest 2 weeks in Turkey's history, and a lot will happen. I would expect a significant crash in the Istanbul stock exchange and lots of fluctuation in the currency, said Hakkı Abbas, managing director of the Strategic Advisory Services and Consultancy. And that's okay. Erdogan right there. Erdogan will have an advantage in the second vote after his alliance did far better than the opposition alliance, he added. A third nationalist president candidate, Sinan Ogan, stood at 5.3% in the vote. He could be a kingmaker in the runoff, depending on which candidate he endorses, analysts said. Oh, okay. The opposition said Erdogan's party was delaying full results from the emerging by lodging objections, while authorities were publishing results in order that artificially boosted Erdogan's tally. Killigan, in an early appearance, said that Erdogan's party was destroying the will of Turkey by objecting to the counts of more than 1,000 ballot boxes. You cannot prevent what will happen with objections. We will never let this become a fait accompli, he said. But the mood at the opposition party headquarters where Kılıçdaroğlu's expected victory was subdued as the votes were counted. His supporters waved flags of Turkey's founder Mustafa Kemal Atatürk and beat drums. Key Putin allies. So y'all pay attention to this. The choice of Turkey's next president is the most consequential political decision in the country's 100-year history and will reverberate well beyond Turkey's borders. A victory of Erdogan, one of the President Vladimir Putin's most important ally, will likely cheer the Kremlin but unnerve the Biden administration, as well as many European and Middle Eastern leaders who had troubled relations with Erdogan. Turkey's longest serving leader has turned the NATO member and Europe's second largest country into a global player, modernized it through the mega projects such as new bridges and airports, and built its arms industry sought by foreign states. But his volatile economic policy of low interest rates, which set off a spiraling cost of living crisis and inflation, left him prey to voters' anger. His government's slow response to a devastating earthquake in southeast Turkey that killed 50,000 people earlier this year added to the voters' dismay. Ooh. Parliament majority. Kılıçdaroğlu has pledged to revive democracy after years of state repression, return to orthodox economic policies, empower institutions that lost autonomy under Erdogan, and rebuild frail ties with the West. Thousands of political prisoners and activists could be released if the opposition prevails. Critics fear Erdogan will govern even more autocratically if he wins another term. The 69-year-old president, a veteran of a dozen election victories, says he respects democracy. In the parliament vote, People's Alliance, Erdogan's Islamist-rooted AKP, the nationalist MHP, and the others far better than expected and were headed for the majority. All right. So so Erdogan is the damn theocrat, ain't he? But he's an ally to Putin. And this election is very significant to the membership because, as you know, BRICS is on the rise. And this is very significant because you got people in different countries that's even part of NATO looking at BRICS. Because BRICS, like you said, Xi Jinping, all about their money. Same with the guy from South Africa, same with Brazil. They looking at a new horizon. So, Erdogan, Biden ain't too happy because, he gets wind of Erdogan peeking over the BRICS. So yeah, Biden's like, no, we gotta But the other guy, his opponent, is more friendly to the West. So we'll see how it goes with this runoff. I'm gonna definitely keep y'all abreast on this. What's up, MD? What? I know you got some things to say about this thing. Okay, look like he in the woods again, y'all. He in the woods. But yeah, that's basically Erdogan, man, they got this thing. It sounds like sounds like a theocracy. But Putin, he's real good with the theocratic countries, not only with Turkey, but Chechnya, what other Islamic countries? Of course, Iran. He's real cozy with the whole Islamic world, So it's gonna be very interesting to see, this, like I said, Erdogan wins, Biden administration ain't gonna be too happy about it. But guess who's gonna have a lot to say about it if Erdogan wins? Oh, Trump's gonna have a lot to say about that. So, waiting on MD to get back. Hopefully we can get his take. Dropped him again, lost him again. Lost MD again. Y'all hit the like button, and share if you like this video. Okay, we got MD back. MD, you there? MD, are you there? Are you there, MD? Okay, we're waiting on MD, man. Hopefully he can we can get a couple of minutes with him. Like I said, y'all, he's traveling, so he's on the road. MD. So, damn, I want to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, MD. Yeah.
All right, I'm probably gonna be breaking up. Like I said, I'm still in the woods. So
No
yeah,
problem.
real quick on the Erdogan situation.
Yes.
Yeah, man, you can see, you can start to see like some of the political implications. Now, in the last article, we talked about how a lot of these countries are trying to garner peace with Ukraine in terms of that whole situation there. With this particular situation, even though it's not dealing with Ukraine directly, it's dealing with it indirectly based on the politics on both sides. Now, according to that article, you had what did they say? 6 or did they say 9 political parties united together just to try to get Erdogan up out of there?
Right.
Like that's crazy.
That is.
What to the point where they put their ideologies, their political ideologies aside, just to try to get Erdogan out of there. Now, with the whole autocracy thing, you can clearly see that Erdogan want an autocracy. He want to be in complete control.
Absolutely.
He don't want to have to deal with no type of democratic system or nothing. You know what I mean? That's what he wants. The problem is, first of all, he old. Secondly, we dealing with a more progressive society, so good luck with that. Especially trying to go back to Islamic control. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
wow.
I think once the people get a sniff of that, then yeah, you got a revolt on your hands. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So the other contender for the presidency is using that to his benefit. Now, Erdogan peep game. He's because we were talking a couple of days ago when the election was going on, and he was doing the speech in front of the crowd. He basically said, "Hey, look, this other guy is a puppet for Biden."
Yep.
Like what we talking about thousands of miles away.
Yep.
Essentially, and on the outside looking in, if you didn't know any better, you would think that Turkey would be in cahoots with Biden them damn self because they're a NATO country.
Right.
But he threw that out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That further lets you know that this BRICS thing is bigger than it's big. You know what I mean?
It's really big.
And it's a calm before the storm. So you know what I mean? Everybody is picking a side.
Well,
And this is just one display of that. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, of course it's big because they hold the key to the new currency that's going to control the world. Yeah,
no doubt.
Some people are still holding on, thinking that the petrol's going to come back, and then some people are like, nah, the petrol's out the door. So that's we're at the crossroads with that. So I can understand why Erdogan would be looking at BRICS. I get it. As far as a business standpoint, I get it.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
Okay.
The whole notion of the petrodollar being out the door. Okay. Understand this. The United States is fully autonomous when it comes to their currency. It's a book that I need to look into it. Well, probably this weekend when I get a chance, I'm probably gonna look into it. It's a book called The Deficit Myth, right?
Yeah.
And this book it essentially talks about how the myth of a debt ceiling and an economic crisis among the United States. It's all based on fantasy. Okay. Because the United States dollar is backed by the power that the United States has.
Oh, the war.
Now, yeah, of course,
Right.
if BRICS comes up and topples the dollar based off of they whatever means, whatever standard they want to use, is based off the power of what they can spend, what they can hold. I won't never deny that, and
Okay.
I won't never deny that it'll put the fiat dollar like in a bad position. But
Right.
ultimately, what holds the power in terms of fiat currency is the power that the United States holds. Whatever power the United States hold at any given time, that dollar is what's hold. I put it to you like this: like if you're playing Call of Duty or something like that, you're playing Capture the Flag,
Right.
or you playing King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
When you get the hill, you defend the hill. It's the same with fiat currency. All they doing is defending the hill. Now in terms of a streamlined economic plan, yeah, Brits can overtake fiat from that aspect, but they'll never be able to overtake the aspect of how we define our own currency. You can only do that through war. Do that make sense?
It does make sense, but however, um, I mean, we got two major powers. I mean, I see I see the concept that you're talking about, and I agree with it. However, BRICS has two powerful nations, Russia and China, and in order to go with your theory, right? We used to take the countries one by one by one by one and bullying them. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so have we ever took on two major powers at one time on two fronts?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I guess you could say World War II, but our involvement in that was minuscule.
Well, not only was it minuscule, but would you say that China has a better economy than Japan did when they bombed Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, yeah. By comparing the two, yeah, hell yeah.
Would you say that Russia has a more advanced military than they did during the time of Stalin?
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, the time change. Yeah,
So we would have a rough time fighting on two fronts, right?
that's if it worked out that way.
It came
Who's
down.
to say if it worked out that way?
Right. No, I'm just
Yeah,
hypothetical. Just doing
yeah,
hypothetical.
yeah.
I'm just
I
but
get what you're saying.
yeah, but yeah, we have what they have. We have what they call, and I'm a quote Lex, hard power and soft power. Saying the hard power is the military, and with that hard power, a lot of times we're at an advantage. But if we take on BRICS, um, in that aspect, then we would take on two major forces, that being China, that being goddamn Russia. So I don't know,
I
but
get what you're saying, but look at it this way:
okay.
China's economy is heavy in import export. Correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They depend on us. Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so yeah, so their economy is deemed viable based off our consumerism here in the
That's true.
Western world.
That is true.
So with using that logic, would if China was to war with let bump just saying the U.S. Let's just say the Western world. If
Okay.
China was to war with the Western world,
Yes.
do you think Russia, because that's the only country that have the capacity, do you think Russia would be sufficient enough to
Yeah.
not alleviate but sustain that export?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I see what you're saying. No, economically, no. I don't think they would sustain it like we do. So to answer your question, no.
Okay,
Okay.
I,
That's what
that's
I,
all. That's all I'm going to say.
okay. Okay. I mean, so then that begs the question, why would Biden be, based on the article I just read, why would Biden be so upset about Erdogan conversing with BRICS?
Well, because I mean, again, you said soft power, right? Like
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he don't want no other countries to join. Of course he don't.
Okay.
I mean, of course
Well,
he don't. That's it.
well, I mean, I know it'll make Biden, his presidency look bad, but I mean, would that? But you just said China depends on us, so would that change anything? I mean, what? Turkey joining BRICS, would that? I mean, would that be that? Would it just be a bad look for Biden? Would that just be a bad look for Biden?
That would be more countries joining the conglomerate that is BRICS. At the end of the day, BRICS is an economic
Right.
confirmation.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about toppling the dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never say toppling the dollar isn't possible. Of course, it's possible.
Right.
But I'm saying in the sense of how me and you look at the dollar, that will never change. Whether it's the standard or in hyperinflation.
So
that's all I'm saying.
Oh, so then I got to ask you this question, man, before I get to the next article. Can we coexist with BRICS?
Yes, I believe so.
I believe so too. So what's the problem? What's the problem?
I mean, according to a lot of people, even if BRICS go through their goal, that's the end of like the U.S. dollar, just like in a nutshell. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe it
because
either.
Because again, fiat essentially means we own our own. Our destiny is in our hands when it comes to our money.
Right, right.
That's why I say the deficit myth. There is no deficit. All we gotta do is print more money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So in the eyes of an American citizen, the dollar will never go away, ever. I don't give a damn if it's standard or in high inflation. It'll never go away.
Right. Well, that's why I was asking about coexisting, because like you said, we export to China, and then we don't talk about how Germany, Ukraine, Britain, and Bruges, they still getting oil as we speak from Russia. In fact, they took off leaving what do they call it? Embargo. They leave the oil off the table. Like, so no, we gotta have that oil. We gotta have that oil.
Right.
But oh yeah, put it in embargo, but no, keep that oil going. Don't put that on the table.
Right. Now the only uncertainty that I would have is who's gonna have the leverage to dictate the value, right? So according to like what BRICS want to do, they want to go gold based. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will that happen the way they want to happen? I don't know. You know what I mean? But they want to go gold based. So then you will have to say, okay, whatever unit of currency that BRICS come up with, if they successful, will be based on the standard of how much of a gold. Then you have to turn around and say, okay, US, like how much gold do you have, and how can you compare and contrast it to make the value equal to what the standard of whatever BRICS got.
Right. Well, not only
now I'm saying that in the sense of BRICS being successful in whatever they want to do.
Right. Well, wouldn't that be a problem not only for America, be a problem for Britain, because
it'll be a problem for everybody. We don't know how much gold under London right now. We don't know how much gold we got. Right. They don't say that. You know what I'm saying?
They don't. Mm-mm.
I mean, hell, you listen to some of the 10-4s, we ain't got no gold.
Right. Yeah. Yep. He said,
you know what I mean? So.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, because hell, when the last time we needed it? Again, like I said.
Yeah.
Our power dictates what we want the value of our dollar to be. We make that shit up as we go.
Right.
Like being real. That's why I said deficit myth. There is no deficit, because all you literally have to do is print more money.
Print more money, baby. Damn. All right. Well, this allows me to segue into my next article. Hey, shout out to GTO. Um, Now, remember what I just said. Poland, as we talk right now during the world war, not only Poland, but Ukraine gets oil. Read my lips. Ukraine and Poland, Germany gets oil as we speak from Russia. I'm going to say it again. In the midst of the war, including Ukraine, Russia, Bruges, France are all getting their petrol from Russia as we speak. So that allows me to go into my next article with Poland. So let me present this. Let me do a share screen. Boom. Boom. Now, this is what Poland. Now, remember this article, y'all. I want y'all to remember this article as I read it. And this is by the first post. And let me scroll down. It says, Poland suggests Zelensky resign. Hold on, let me get rid of this little tag. Sorry about that, y'all. Poland suggests Zelensky resign. Damn. Sorry about that, y'all. Thing keep popping up. Shit. Okay. Poland suggests Zelensky resign. Ukraine press losing support of European neighbors, reveal Seymour Hersh. Oh, what is wrong with this damn? Come on, dude. Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Damn ads keep popping up. Okay, so let me blow this up just a little bit more here. Yeah, 200. Okay, so a group of European countries led by Poland has been quietly urging Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to find a way to end its war against Russia. These nations are allies of Kiev and declare enemies of Russia President Vladimir Putin. According to U.S. investigation journalist Seymour Hersh, Poland, Hungary, Lithuania, Estonia, Czechoslovakia, and Latvia, these countries are allies of Ukraine and declare enemies of Vladimir Putin, Hersh wrote in his website. He further alleged that this group is led by Poland, whose leadership no longer fears the Russian army because its performance in Ukraine has left the glow of its success at Stalingrad during the Second World War in tatters. The group has been urging Zelensky to find a way to end the war, even by resigning himself if necessary, and to allow the process of rebuilding his nation to get underway. However, Zelensky is not budging, even though he is beginning to lose the private support of his neighbors, Hersh said. He further wrote that the Ukrainian president desire to take the war to Moscow may not be clear to the president and senior foreign policy aides in the White House, but it is to those in the American intelligence community who have found it difficult to get their intelligence and their assessments a hearing in the Oval Office. Meanwhile, Ukraine on Wednesday said that a U.S. supplied Patriot air defense system continued to operate in Ukraine after Moscow claimed it had struck a powerful weapon. Don't worry, all is fine with the Patriot, Air Force spokesman Yuri Ilnat told AFP. He declared to say if the sophisticated system had been damaged, the Patriot is in service. Ignat added, all is well. Earlier, it was reported that a U.S.-made Patriot air defense was likely damaged as a result of a Russian missile attack earlier Tuesday. The Russian defense minister said on Tuesday that its forces had struck the Patriot system in Kiev with a Kalazan hypersonic missile. On the other hand, Kiev announced Ukraine's air defense shot down 6 of Russia's hypersonic missiles. but Russia Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu rejected that claim. Whew. So they're claiming they shot down some supersonic missiles. Okay. So how you shoot down supersonic missiles, that's got to really be explained to me, because I mean, supersonic means they're quite damn fast. So, but they're claiming, and Zelensky's not even in Kiev. So let me just give y'all a note on that.
Was that the end of the article?
Yeah, that was the end of it. Yeah. That's why I had to do 4 articles.
Okay. Where was that from again?
That was the oh damn. Hold on. That was the shit. Hold on, let me pull it back up.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, man. It looks like it looks like the Western media, I don't want to say trying to save face, but they essentially like on a propaganda campaign about this whole situation with this defense system. So
Right.
again, like you said, like we talking about them HIMAR ICBMs, how is it even possible? You know what I mean? Like to shoot them down. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand that. That's crazy.
Right. Well, keep that in mind. I want y'all to all take notes about. They said they shot down hypersonic missiles. So y'all keep in mind that article. Now, how do you feel about they're talking behind Zelensky's back, telling him to step down? What's your take on that, MD?
I mean, I think Poland, because you got to remember, like Poland, they probably the closest
Yes.
to the action as far as like what's going on over there. That's well, do I want to say them or well, yeah, I just say them.
Poland. Yeah, Poland's closest. Yeah. Remember, three people got killed because Zelensky missiles.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
They
that.
went the wrong way to run, and they tried to blame it on Russia.
Yeah, I remember that. So I'm kind of split between that because yeah, Poland is saying yeah, like something need to happen, even if it's to the point where let's get out and step down. But at the same time, Poland has probably been the most aggressive.
Yes, they have.
In terms of reacting like outside of Ukraine. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of torn between how I'm supposed to feel about that particular situation because like you saying for Zelensky to step down, but at the same time, like you secretly having troops inside of Ukraine. Secretly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but would you say that? I mean, yeah, that was at the beginning. I mean, things are starting to wear down now. I mean, they're losing.
So you're saying Poland see the writing on the wall.
Wait until I get to my next article. I think Poland and man, their pockets are getting empty. You know, they getting tapped out on their pockets. That's what I'm saying. Things were looking good at the beginning. You know, you go to that strip club. You know, you got them wads and shit. You start throwing them around. Next thing you know, your pockets are getting slimmer and slimmer. You're like, yo, dog, I think it's time to wrap it up. Yo, MD, I think it's time to wrap it up, man. You ain't got no more dollars. Get to the strippers. Get to the strippers.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations.
Yeah. I feel.
You know, but when we first get to the club, we just throwing out, dishing out 20s and 50s. We just, you know what I'm saying? We excited, right?
Yeah, it's usually like that when you first get there.
Right, when you get there, right. But then eventually your pockets start slimming. Yeah, your pockets start slimming.
Yeah, when you start feeling inside your pocket, you get reluctant.
Right. You don't feel the same way you did.
And it'd be funny because that's when like the best dancers come out when you ain't got no damn money. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man. Woo. So basically, and this goes in my next article, that means you got to ask for some more money, right? Indeed.
It was breaking up on my end. I can't hear you.
No problem, no problem. So that means you eventually got to go ask for some more money, right?
I mean, ain't that what he doing right now?
Well, let's get into it. Let's read the next article. Let's get into the next article. That leads me to the last and final article, y'all. Let's share. So this comes from the now this is a French newspaper. This is the Hungary. Oh no, this is a Hungary paper. The Hungary Post-Send. So this is a European paper. And let's see what the allies are saying about this whole situation, about asking for some money. Oh, shit. Okay, so let me scroll down. So this is, okay, again, this is the Hungary Post. And it says, the French RTL compares Zelensky's tour to a traveling circus. The Ukrainian ambassador is furious. Oh my gosh. Well, let's read. Ukraine ambassador to France attacked the RTL France television channel for airing a report that compared Vladimir Zelensky European tour to a traveling circus. Vladimir Oskin demands an apology. The sarcastic characterization was cynical and lacked tact. Okay, let's blow this up just a little bit. And lacked tact. Okay, there we go. The diplomat tweeted on Tuesday, adding that the French presenter to the show's producers showed neither empathy nor responsibility when they aired it. The ambassador demanded that the RTL apologize to the Zelensky and the Ukrainian people. They are fighting for freedom and yours, he declared, as well as for their right to live and enjoy life. The show, which the Ukrainian ambassador objected to, was part of a show hosted by comedian and impersonator Lauren Guerra. His genre is making ridiculous statements in the voice of French public figures, especially politicians, that is not unlike what Zelensky himself did during his comedy career. I think he still has a comedy career. It's called being the president of Ukraine. Okay, let me keep on. When his TV show featured actors satirically portraying Ukrainian political figures in the scenes, RTL's short gag was not only aimed at the Ukrainian leader, but also at several Western politicians, including French President Emmanuel Macron, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and U.S. President Joe Biden. Guerin described them all as part of Zelensky's circus trope and called on the audience to take part in the evening's entertainment in his opening speech at La Carnival. As part of his tour of several European countries, Zelensky also visited France on Sunday and met with Macron. He set out to obtain additional military assistance against Russia. Ukrainian diplomatic corps has been quite vocal in suppressing Western criticism of the Zelensky government. Oh, really? Denis Medvedev, Kiev's former ambassador to Berlin, was a prime example of his approach, often verbally attacking German politicians who position he felt did not sufficiently support his country's cause. In the first months of the outgoing conflict with Russia, the diplomat infamously called Chancellor Scholz an offended liver loop for the German leader refusal to visit Kiev. And that's it. So yeah, that's our final article. So yeah, had to add a little humor, y'all. Had to add a little humor, but it's funny how Zelensky wants these countries to censor their citizens, because most of the citizens of France, Germany, Poland, they opposed the war. And they did not take they didn't want to take a referendum of how they felt about the war in supplying this war. So all these comedians are doing are entertaining the people. Zelensky. But this is how people across Europe are feeling. Across England, France, Belgium, Poland, the people are they no longer. It sounds good at first, but they no longer want to support this war. They are against the war, and again, like last said in the last article, they are getting their energy from Russia. So people are thinking more business minded. They're not, this whole rah rah rah, go Ukraine. Yeah, people are tired of that. So they've gotten to the point where they starting to clown. They're starting to clown you, Zelensky. So I read an article, then he should step down. They're clowning him. Erdogan of Turkey is looking at BRICS like people are looking at the money at the end of the day, people. They're looking at the money at the end of the day, looking at the gas and heating, that energy at the end of the day. And if they want to have an opinion about the war, then so be it. If you tell these countries to censor, tell the governments to censor their people, you're going to make more enemies, Zelensky. But like the last article said, you need to step down. You need to step down and save face. No, got the war. No, take control of the Donbass. Take control of Crimea. It's not going to happen, bro. You are losing the war. Just giving my analysts. You are losing the war. Bakhmut will be 100% taken by Tuesday, according to some sources, because Wagner is steady gaining ground. And speaking about those missiles, y'all said y'all shot down supersonic missiles. Supersonic missiles. Y'all said y'all shot them down. Okay. And you wonder why they're doing comedy skits about you, Mr. Zelensky. That is why. MD, you got anything to say before we close this thing on out? Okay, he's going through the woods again, y'all. We're going to bear with him. We're going to give him a minute. But yeah, man, shout out to...
Yeah, you broke up a little bit, but I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was just basically
So,
saying,
did
man.
you ask me something?
Yeah, I just... how'd you feel about the comedy skit about Zelensky? I thought it was a comedy skit already when you said they shot down supersonic missiles. That was funny in itself, but yeah. But now they're just making a total ass clown out of this dude now. And this is his allies now, the allies, France.
Well, it's a microcosm of like political ideology is ever flowing, right? It's always changing.
Right.
Last I checked, when it comes to like progressive thinking politically,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very progressive thing to say I'm anti-war, right?
Yeah.
And yet most of the world's governments right now are considered progressive. Ours are considered progressive.
Mm-hmm.
France definitely progressive,
Absolutely.
and some of these other countries,
Mm-hmm.
and yet they're clamoring ham over fist to, well, in the beginning at least, to make sure that Ukraine is given what they needed in terms of this war. And on the other side, when you talk about conservatism, at least now, probably not in the beginning, and me, I'm still looking side-eyed at it.
Uh-huh.
But they're the ones that are now saying that they're against this war. That lets you know when you talk about political ideology, it's always changing. There's never a hard stance on anything.
Is it changing or the size of their wallets changing?
Well, I mean, that's just part of it. I'm talking about the ideology.
Right, I got you.
I'm talking about the ideology in terms of how you think politically.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And hell, that's and we're not talking about in terms of like the government themselves. We're talking about the people.
The people, right?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The people that consider themselves progressive in this country got blue and yellow flags in their yard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When hell 50 years ago, back in the hippie days, they would have had a damn love, let you know, love not war sign. And you know what I'm saying?
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
So that, I mean, like, that just goes to show you the ebbs and flows in political think tank.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think ultimately, when you look at something like the situation in France, and it gets to the point where Zelensky comes to the country and say, "Look, you need to sanction or you need to regulate these
Right,
people talking shit about me."
right.
What does that say? What does that say about the political think tank? That's what I'm saying.
Why does Zelensky feel it's okay to do that to another country?
Well, because it's the political norm right now. I mean, hell, are we not in the age of what they say misinformation or disinformation? That's hell. That's Democrat 101.
I'm confused.
What, confused about what?
So Zelensky feels it's okay to tell a government, to tell that government, to tell his people what to do as far as censorship and how they should apologize, this and that. I mean, but if it's a democracy, I'm assuming, I don't know if it's like America, like we have free speech here. I mean, that would be a direct attack. I mean, that would cause
Well,
hostility.
have you been on Facebook or anything lately,
No.
bro? The political norm is misinformation, is it not? If you say something wrong on YouTube, wherever, what's gonna happen? It don't matter where you at.
Mm-hmm.
That's the political norm. So
Unless
I
you're
don't
on
see
Rumble.
nothing.
Unless you're
Huh?
on, unless you're on Rumble. Unless you're on Rumble.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is these companies
Mm-hmm.
are bending the knee to government, are they not?
Right, but I mean,
So why Zelensky can't do it?
well, all I'm
His
saying,
government.
right, and all I'm saying is that is going to cause hostility. That's going to
Well, you're
cause.
right. I ain't say it wasn't, but I'm saying it's the
Yeah.
political norm.
Oh, okay. So he don't. So basically, you saying he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck how the people are feeling. He don't give a fuck
No,
about.
he don't give a fuck in regards to how Western government governs their people. He know how they govern their people.
Okay.
That's what I just got finished saying.
Right,
The
but
political norm is misinformation campaign.
right, I get that. I get that. But my thing is like, okay, so what I'm trying to get to is that you're going to cause, like, okay, say for instance, let me give an example. Like I come on here on YouTube and I say, you know, Biden sucks. You know, Biden, shut down the arena uncensored. Now, if people get wind of that, they're going to feel like, well, damn, you just
Certain people gonna be like, damn.
certain people,
Not all, certain people.
maybe not all, but enough people. Would you say on the right would be highly upset?
Well, now you basing it off of political lines. I ain't basing it off political lines.
Okay,
I'm
well,
basing off the norm. I'm basing off the norm of how society views. Even the people on the right know not to say certain shit on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook.
right.
So you can talk as much shit as you want.
No,
You ain't gonna say it.
and I understand your point, but I'm saying if you come out outright and say, I mean, it doesn't look good. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming, you know, Zelensky wants some type of propaganda to go his way. I'm assuming that, right? I'm just gonna.
It's been going his way.
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, then why are they having like protests in France and Belgium and Poland and England if it's going his way?
How long has this conflict been going on?
The conflict's going on by the year.
You talk about something that's starting to occur. It wasn't like that in the beginning.
Okay, it's not that like that in the beginning, but it's like that now. And he just tried to get Macron to censor the people. Now the people are protesting, and basically these comedians are there to entertain the people, not the government. So whatever the temperature is for the people, that's who they rolling with because that's who they're entertaining. That is who give them their views, right?
To a certain extent, yeah.
To a certain extent. So, so you okay? Well, so you say a certain extent. So let's break this down. So are they entertain the government or the people?
I mean, they there to entertain. They there to entertain the people based off of satirical comedy.
Okay, right, but they want to gain views from the people.
Yeah, yeah, that's who giving them the view.
Okay, now whether there's misinformation or not, you can go outside. Like, let me just say, a shooting happens here in Atlanta. We get on the show, we take the temperature. We're like, oh, the people are upset because there was a shooting here in Atlanta, police shooting, killing here in Atlanta. So we're taking the temperature of what's going on with the people outside, correct?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that the people outside no longer are waving those blue and yellow flags anymore, MD. Majority of people in France are protesting against the war. Not only in France, but Belgium and Germany and Poland and England. But let's just stick to France. Let's just stick to France.
I tell you what, because now I got to give you pushback on that. You're gonna have to show me that that's the majority. I don't believe so.
Does it have to be okay?
I don't.
So no. I'm glad you said that. So would you say who was the last person to get shot here in Atlanta? Who would get shot here in Atlanta? And let's just pick a police, I don't know, shooting. Would you say that Black Lives Matter is not a majority of the people?
No, it's not. Hell no. Hell no.
Okay, cool. Would you say that so we got Black Lives Matter. What's the name of that other anarchist group?
Antifa?
Antifa. Would you say that they're not the majority?
Not the majority, no.
Right, they're not the majority. So these are two groups that kick up a lot of dust, and they form an opinion even though they're not a large group. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they form an opinion.
So who's
that's not. Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
So who's to say this small group don't spread like wildfire? Like you say, this is a couple of people, but I mean, just saying. I mean, when you do things on the internet, things tend to spread like wildfire. And if people are upset, if people see a mass group of people protesting, they're more likely to give the sympathy. Like, we talked about emotionalism. That emotionalism goes a long way. Me and you may not agree with it, but would you agree that emotionalism goes a long way?
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, emotionalism is part of the majority.
Oh, you just said, okay, so it's part of the majority. So it can spread real fast.
It can.
And if you on TV, you may not even know, these people are protesting, but out of emotion, this foreign man tells your people that they need to be censored. Is that going to make that person emotional? He may not even be a part of the damn crowd. He might just be at TV. How dare this man talk about my people? Shit like that.
I get what you're saying, bro.
Okay.
But what I'm telling you is, it's not the majority. The majority is based on the consensus of what the government is pushing. You understand that. If you didn't understand that, you wouldn't be reading from outside news sources and not fucking with the mainstream. You understand that. What I'm telling you is the masses are ass. And the majority of people 100% support Ukraine. The majority of people 100% are against misinformation.
You just said there's a lot of misinformation. So I could put
it's a lot of information on both sides. Put it to you like this. Mm-hmm. Who coined the term fake news, Black Son?
Donald Trump.
Okay, Donald Trump coined the term fake news. Yeah. Him, the right wing and people that support the right wing are accused of being the biggest pushers of fake news. Correct? Not saying it's true or not.
Based on left wing media.
I mean, based on media, period.
Again,
You can call it left wing, but at the end of the day, it's mainstream.
okay, mainstream. But again, that's what people are deeming as fake news. So I mean, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I'm a little. Let me just say this. Seymour Hirsch just did this article about Ukraine and how um, I will say this: Hungary. They said several times, not in the mainstream media, but they said Hungary, even before they said, you know what, outright said, we're not supporting him. But I've been hearing sources constantly, not popular sources, saying, we don't want to support this. We don't want to support this. We don't want to support this. And then they just outright said, no, we're not giving you money. Are you hearing that in the mainstream?
Well, that wasn't the point that I was making. The point I was making was Trump coined the term fake news,
Right.
yet Trump and his supporters are the biggest uh, 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 culprits, according to the mainstream, of fake news. That's an oxymoron, is it not? Oh, okay, you're on the phone. We're gonna give him a second. Shouts out to everybody listening in. Shouts out to everybody else gonna listen later on. Hit the like button on your way out and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we're gonna give him a second.
Hey, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that.
Oh, you good? You
All
good?
right. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay,
so did you hear what I said?
you said that Trump and them are being accused of being the ones mainstream media. I'm assuming the mainstream media is the one that's making
Yeah,
that.
Take anything else out your mind. We just dealing with media as we know it today.
Okay.
Accuse the right of being the harbingers of misinformation. Correct?
The left wing media, yes.
You said,
You don't see. You're not going to see Breitbart doing that. You're not going to see. You're not going to see other foreign sources doing that. You're going to see the left wing culprits. You're going to see this CNBCs, the CNNs. You're going to see the damn, all the people on the left doing that. So
but it's a slippery slope though, Black Son. That's why I was trying to keep like left wing and like out of it, because it's a slippery slope.
you can't.
Well, yeah, you can. We just got finished talking about
Why you
the
can't?
ICBMs, right? We
Right.
just got finished talking about the Patriot Defense System, right?
Right.
Do you hear any right wing media saying anything bad about the Patriot Defense System? Now we talk about mainstream. We talking about Breitbart. We talking about Fox. We talking about Newsmax.
Right.
All your right wing media, are they saying anything? Now me and you know that defense system is damaged. Me and you know that.
Right. Well, see, this is the complex part, MD. You got your left wing, you got right wing, and you got your foreign sources. You know what I'm saying? So again, and I'm not telling people how to look at their news. How I do it, because I listen to a lot of, I listen to Democracy Now. I listen to a lot of left wing sources, and I listen to right wing. I know when the left wing is bullshitting, and I know when the right wing is bullshitting. And sometimes
Okay, so that broadened what you said then.
no, I've always no. What I'm saying is that the only people who said Trump and those people are giving misinformation are on the left, just like the people on the right says the people on the left giving the information. I get the game, I get it, but
Oh yeah, that's all I was saying.
right, okay, so right, and okay, GTO made a good point. People are centrist too, which I mean that's a whole nother debate. I get that, GTO. All I'm saying is that when it's too much on the left and too much on the right. That's why I got some of these foreign sources. I got an ally of Ukraine saying that Zelensky needs to step down. And the people on the right, and like you said, people on the left and the right are supposed to be allegedly against Russia. So they're not going to side either way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I guess Russian sources. So again, it just depends how I go at it. I look at, like I said, I look at I sift through the bullshit. If I see too much bullshit, I go to another source. You know, and to answer GTO's thing, yeah, Reuters, they be on some bullshit too. The center, a lot of be playing the center, they be on some bullshit. But I just sift through it, man, and I just I gotta, I take out the obvious. Like obviously, would you agree, MD? You're not shooting down no hypersonic missile, so I can kind of figure that out.
Yeah. I don't need no
Right,
outside source to know that.
Right. So certain things that are just concrete, like Wagner Group is fucking up Bakhmut. It's certain things that I just know that it's just irrefutable. Certain things are just irrefutable. What else?
Yeah, like I said, I get your point, but all I was saying in the basis of the conversation was
right.
The masses are asses. In summary.
Well, it's like you said, for everything that the left said that Trump and the right wing media is saying, accusing them of fake news, they're just as equally in fake news.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying I'm just like I was kind of lost when you said mainstream. Like who determines that they're mainstream? Because as far as what you said,
we determine what's mainstream by looking at it.
Right, and based on what you said that Fox was the top dog.
They are the top dog.
Okay, and didn't they get sued?
They say fake shit all the time.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
But no, I was saying it in the basis of the context of the article. Remember, we was initially talking about majority versus the minority. My position was in terms of how things are perceived from the people. They tend to listen to, whether it's fake or not, that don't matter. They tend to listen to the progressive mainstream ideology when it comes to Ukraine and Russia, because that's what we're talking about.
Okay, now based on
I challenged you on the majority of people, in fact, do support Ukraine. That's what I'm challenging you on.
Right, and I'm re-challenging you. Where do you get that information?
I just get it by the consensus of all people.
Of all what people? Like who made this consensus? Like did you take part in this consensus here in America?
Tell you what, this is what I'll do.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, because it may beat me out because I'm going to another tab on my phone.
No problem. Because I think those consensus are dictated to us. Because I don't think they ever gave a MD a form. They never gave GTO a form. They never gave Black Sun a form. They never gave Lex Vortex a form. They tell you that, the majority feels this way. They dictate that to you. Just like Zelensky's trying to dictate to Macron how the people should be censored, because they know people get that real information. They're going to ignore all the bullshit. The governments and the medias are believing their own bullshit at the end of the day. But we'll give him man. I wish GTO was on here. I wish he wasn't cooking. Shout out to MD. Shout out to GTO. But MD's making some very good points, man. And we got some scouts. MD. So yeah, just make sure you take some good notes. We got some scouts in the clouds there. All
right. So according to this Rasmussen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. According to this Rasmussen poll, this is broke down by country. 86% support that. This is France. We start with France. 86% support Ukraine. This was done January of this year, so it was done in January.
Okay.
86% support the Ukraine in the war.
Okay.
47% have donated to Ukraine. Remember when they had the whole thing when you go to the grocery store, support Ukraine. So that's what I mean by consensus. Consensus about shit that's going on, despite whether it's driven by the government or not.
Can those numbers be skewed?
When we dealing with sheeple, we dealing with a driving force. That's what I mean by consensus. Black Son.
Oh, so let me ask this question: can numbers be skewed, MD?
I'm not the one for speculation. That ain't me.
Can it be skewed?
I'm not the one for speculation. That's the answer. That's my answer.
Okay, because we just read an article talking about the Turkey election. Now, we're just talking purely numbers. Erdogan is going to win this thing. But in that article, it talked about how both sides were skewing with numbers. Did you get that part? Did you get that part, MD?
Oh, see now I got to give you more pushback.
Please.
Erdogan was leading in the polls.
Yes, he was, right.
By 49%.
And the other side,
the other guy was 46.
Right.
What about the other almost 3% of the other guy? Which way is he gonna go? This is the type of stuff you got to think about, Black Son.
No, that's a good strategy. No, it's all about strategy, right? Because they call that third guy the kingmaker. It's up to him. It's up to him.
So how does that look like Erdogan's gonna win? We don't know what ideology. We don't know how he's gonna go.
No, you're right. We don't know. You know, he's like you said. Now one thing I do agree. They said he's the king. He's gonna be the kingmaker because
his votes is going to topple one. Yeah, it's gonna push him over.
Yeah, it's gonna push him over. It's gonna make a 53% or a wait.
Well, in the runoff, it don't matter. Whoever got the highest number win in the runoff.
No, I agree. So yeah. What I'm trying to say is that in the article that I read, both sides was accusing the other side of skewing numbers. Did you get that, or did I?
Yeah, I think I was breaking up at that time. Like I said, I remember I told you. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So what I'm saying is that in every election, whether it be Turkey, whether it be the USA, whether it be the UK, whether it be Nigeria, people always accuse the other side of skewing numbers, correct? It's not a right or wrong. Okay, so who's the
stop the steal and all of that?
Right. So who they say they're not skewing numbers and saying, oh, well, you know, the majority of Americans supports Ukraine, but they've never given you anything to sign to say, yeah, I'm down with Ukraine. And yeah, you know, oh yeah, they got the thing at the grocery store. I get it, to donate to Ukraine, but they have not physically come up to MD or Black Sun or GTO and said, you know what? How do you feel about Ukraine?
That wasn't my point. All I was saying was consensus. Consensus meaning the driving factors that make us think about shit. That's all I was saying.
Okay, and what I'm saying, how do they take consensus? How is that?
Well, it's not them taking consensus. It's them driving the sheep into the pen with different shit.
And what I'm saying is, how do you verify these sheep are being driven into the pen? How do you verify that?
I mean, just by looking at shit. You know what I mean?
But if
I put it to you like this. You looking at people protesting in the street is the same logic of me looking at the factors that make people think about certain shit. It's the same thing.
No, I agree with that.
I can only come to a conclusion based off of the consensus. You can only come to a conclusion based off of a group of people doing something.
Right. And based on those comedians that made fun of the Zelensky, their visualization, their consensus is that the people that they're around are tired of this war. That's all
I agree with that.
You don't agree with that? Okay.
All so we had an impasse. But like I said, we saying the same thing, just in opposite lane.
No, I agree. A lot of times we do that. A lot of times we do that. It's just that, you know what? I'm gonna say this. When things are concrete, it ain't no argument. We agree. Like we both agree. Let me just say this. We both agree, right? MD, you can't shoot down no supersonic missile, right?
I don't believe it's possible.
Okay, so it's things like that we don't disagree with. It's the things that are more abstract that we disagree on. Like you said, the whole perception. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
We disagree on things that neither one of us can prove or disprove.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. That you know what? All right, well, I'm gonna end it on that note. Good Lord, because all right, you can't shoot down no supersonic missile. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So they're saying that they did. Mainstream media won't. Alleged mainstream media won't cover it. As Trump say, fake news won't cover it. So hey, I got to get my sources otherwhere. So I don't know, but I mean, like you said, the asses of masses, they'll believe that Ukraine shot down some supersonic missiles. Hey, if y'all believe that, then I don't know what to tell y'all.
Well, real quick. So and they give you the clues as to like it's bullshit what they're saying, because what the mainstream media first they where I heard it from first. They said, look, Russia did a strike on Kyiv. The Patriot defense system were able to shoot down, what did it say, 18?
Yeah.
They shot down all 18 missiles. I said, well, damn. Patriot defense system a bad mother, you know what I mean?
Right. It's a bad mama jamma, right.
So once we dug and say, okay, what type of missiles were these that they shot? Once I saw they were ICBMs, I said, no, that's bullshit.
Right.
then they turned around and said that the Patriot defense system was damaged because of debris falling from the sky.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, okay, we on the same page, MD. We sniffing the same bullshit.
So I mean, it's all about connecting dots. That's all.
Right, or just smelling the dog shit you just stepped in at the bottom of your shoe. Just take a whiff and smell it. Yeah, because I smell bullshit.
I got you.
The debris hit it. Okay, right, and caused that much damage. Okay.
But yeah. On that note, man. Yeah. Good show, man.
Hey, man, great, man. Hey, I hope you like the articles, man. Because like I said, I sacrificed a couple, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna go with these. And but yeah, I do want to talk about that guy going to Africa. I do want to talk about that next week, man. If I know you were saying it's a nothing burger, but I still want to have a conversation about that, MD, if you don't mind.
Yeah, and let me say, the reason I said it's a nothing burger is because Zelensky. I don't think Zelensky not trying to hear nothing that nobody's saying until it's like the person that's addicted to a drug or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they ain't trying to hear shit what nobody talking about. Ain't no intervention until like rock bottom hit. You know what I'm saying? But this is the ultimate question.
Or unless some money's involved. No. Okay. No.
Money is involved all throughout the West. Like
and that when we go back to the whole BRICS thing, again, this is perception. I agree with you what you said about the petrodollar. However, there are people who are getting nervous and jumping on with BRICS. Do you agree?
Yeah, but I said it in the view of me and you. I wasn't talking about a country.
Okay.
I was talking about the value as it pertains to me and you.
And I agree with you. I agree. Everything that you said, I agree with you. I wish I could have used that against damn KOT, because I was like, damn, where was goddamn this source where I needed it? Shit. But again, But I didn't want to make Biden look good. So man, shout out to KLT. I want Biden to look like shit. Like
No. But in the viewpoint of other countries,
uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
If I was a country,
Yeah.
and I was pinned down by fiat currency,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have any way of dictating the value of said currency, of course I would want to go to something that's got a concrete value. Remember, fiat is fiat. Whatever BRICS gonna come up with is based off of value of a raw material, which is gold.
Right.
Fiat is just that, fiat.
Right.
Anybody can say no. I ain't gonna say that. Let me keep it real, and this gonna hurt the Black Landians people.
Oh.
In the eyes of me, now we ain't talking about a country. Again, I'm bringing it back to grassroots on the ground.
Mad Max
Land. I'm bringing it back to reality.
Oh, okay.
In the eyes of me and you, currency. Matter of fact, let me quiz you on something.
Okay.
How we view the U.S. dollar, it's backed by what?
Backed by credit.
Well, ultimately it's backed by me and you. Me and you dictate.
Yeah. By our faith. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Me and you dictate what the dollar is based on what the market. The market is capitalism.
Right.
If all of us pull our money out of wherever we was at, this motherfucker will crash.
Agreed. Right. Yeah.
So from a standalone aspect of the U.S. dollar, we control the U.S. dollar. Now, from a fiat aspect, they can make the shit up as they go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All they got to do is print more money. But from a national economic standpoint, we dictate what the dollar is. No material, no nothing like that dictates what a dollar is.
But
we dictate.
How does that work?
By the way we spend it, by the way we invest it.
Right, but how does that work outside the U.S. though?
Well, outside of the U.S., it's imaginary.
Okay, so
it's backed by the control of the United States.
So then the people outside of the U.S. have a legitimate concern, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I didn't never disagree with that. All I was saying was, in the eyes of me and you, it's minuscule. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I agree with that. I totally agree. I'm in 100% agreement. However, I was looking at it as far as, like I said, what's going on in Turkey and what's going on in, as far as, Putin and China and Brazil and South Africa. Like I said, your buddy in South Africa, he's going to make a trip to Kiev and he's going to make a trip to Moscow. So Xi Jinping got him on an agenda because he about that money. And so they're going to try to talk to Zelensky. Now, whether it's, like you said, whether Zelensky agree or not, he's being unreasonable and rational. I mean, they're going to try it. Say, hey, look, man, that money is worth something to Black Sun and MD, but Zelensky, baby, they haven't even gave you weapons, man. Like, what we talking about? They making goddamn skits about you? They making fun of you? Hungary said no, it's a no-go. They're Hungary, who's a part of NATO, is agreeing with China's peace plan.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
I guess they're gonna tell Zelensky, come on back to the Caucasus where you belong. Leave that Western shit alone.
All I'm saying is Biden is making it look very bad right now, brother. But hey, Trump said he can end this thing in 24 hours.
We'll see. We'll see what state it's in by the time he get the opportunity to get back in here.
You said
I ain't gonna say he's gonna win, but we'll see. We'll see what state it's in.
You ain't gonna say he ain't saying he ain't gonna win. Oh shit, okay.
I can't. I don't know. I mean, if it's him or Biden, he got my vote. You know what I'm saying?
Right. True that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be either him or Biden. But again, we're gonna have like you said, it's going to be a crazy year. When they said that, and real quick, um, it's official. Biden is being impeached. And when I saw that, I text you. I said, "Yep, you were right." MD
See,
called it. MD called it.
I haven't had a chance to look at. Like I saw the video
Yeah.
that MTG did, but I need to look at like something hard line. I need to know because if she actually got a report, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna do a video on it.
Oh, of
You know
course.
what I'm saying?
Of course. That's why. Hey, that's why I text you. I said, "Hey, you called it, and you called it. You said some crazy shit was going to go down. Those are your words, MD." And I was just presented. I said, "Hey, you called it." I text you. I said, "You called it," and they say, "Yep, it's official. She's impeaching goddamn Biden." She put in the paperwork, but I know you want to have more time to get that together. Okay, cool, but yeah, it's underway. Shout out to Dabu
Right.
Seven. Yeah, but he don't bullshit. He don't waste his time. I know when it's Dabu
Well,
Seven. Yeah, it's. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be real with you though. Again, it's a nothing burger. Bro.
Okay.
It's a it's a nothing burger in the terms of it ever going through. It's not. I'm
Right.
gonna
No,
just keep it. I'm
they
gonna just keep it
said
real.
that. They said, but again, they said that. But I just tack it on to when you said there's going to be a lot of crazy shit. So this is just
Yeah.
part of the crazy shit. I'm not saying it's going to be, for a lot of times them impeachments and they're not successful anyway. And plus, even if they do get it rolling, allegedly, it's not. Like I said, it's just like trying to convict Trump. Um,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Trump got impeached, but it was never gonna be a conviction of it. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right,
But
right.
but with Biden, it's not even gonna be.
No,
It's not even because it's not gonna go through the House. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. No,
That's what I'm saying.
that's why I was saying it's just something to. It's one of those things that you called said it's going to be some crazy mudslinging. That's what I was saying. That's all I was saying. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. No, no, no. I wouldn't like. Oh, I just showed you that because when you called it, you said it's going to be some crazy shit happening, and that's just a starter. I'll just let you know. Hey, you called it. There you go. I was just
Yeah,
going.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. House Resolution 57.
Yep.
Articles for impeachment of President of the United States Joseph R. Biden.
Right. So yeah, that's all.
And let it be fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene of all people.
I know. Yeah, when I saw it, I said, "Oh shit, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, sir." But shout out to her. Damn, ain't she running? No, no, is she no.
Now she a congresswoman in
Oh, that's
Georgia.
right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, that's right. In Georgia. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Shortly.
I think she run damn, what's her district, man?
She went
But
fully.
she run up north like I
Okay.
think matter of fact I think part of her district is um uh what's the fucking county? Forsyth
For a
is
second.
part of
Oh,
her district.
oh shit. Okay. Oh, she close by.
Yeah.
Hey, damn, she close by. Yeah.
Yeah, she like Forsyth and that North Georgia area. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. 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 My son's
What where it ain't a lot of black folks.
right. Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, man. But shit, man. Hey, good show, MD, man. Like I said, tomorrow got me. Ooh, I got to do Six Flags tomorrow, so I probably won't.
I'm probably not gonna be doing that tomorrow either because I like I said I ain't expecting to be home till Saturday. So
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Well, hey,
I'm be ripping and running tomorrow.
okay. I ain't did a pop up in a while, so hey, just hey, y'all, stay subscribe, hit that bell, cause I might do a pop up, man. If they send me out to Six Flags, I'm gonna do a pop up, cause they be having me sitting. So whenever I'm sitting, I'll pop up a show. So I haven't been doing no
Yeah,
pop ups because I've been rolling. But I'd be damn. And Friday get here, they got me on a sitting job. So I'll probably pop on the camera and shit.
yeah. So yeah, I probably ain't gonna do no MD prime time this week. Cause yeah, I'll be working myself, man.
Okay,
So,
no problem. No problem.
but if I was to do an MD prime time, it would probably be about that.
Okay,
You
well,
know
we
what I'm
just saw.
saying?
Okay, okay, but you just said it was a nothing burger. But okay, okay.
I mean, yeah, but
But you feel
I
right.
still want to go. I still want to go through the article.
No problem. Okay, okay. It's
I want to go through. I still want to go through what's in the bill. You know what I'm saying?
right, and that's what I wanted to
What's
do.
in the resolution?
And that's what I wanted to do with the dude from South Africa too. I still want to do that too. I just want to kind of go through it and still have a discussion about it. Even though I agree with you, it's a nothing burger. I don't think Zelensky's going to budge, but I just want to see. I just want to see the narrative behind it. Like, are they trying to get them on board the BRICS, man? Like, yo, man, come on over here to BRICS, baby.
It depending on how your investigative reporting game is, you might have to do a Black Sun prime time for
Hey,
tomorrow.
okay, shit. You know what? I'll get started on that after we end the show. Then how about that? Well,
Okay, cool.
it hadn't happened yet. It hadn't happened yet. So I guess
Well, and I don't know when it's gonna happen either. I don't think they
uh,
gave a date.
nah, they didn't give a date. So I'm kind of stuck, man. Damn, if I had a date, boy, I'd get right on it. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck. So, but I'm gonna keep my ears out on it. Trust me. If I get a date, I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it. Cause yeah, I'm one of, you know, I was gonna make a joke talking about, yeah, they got the brother. They got the smooth talking brother from South Africa, Luke Zelensky. You come on board with us. You make plenty of money. Forget about Joe Biden. Come with us. Come with BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India. What was Iran,
So,
South Africa. Make plenty of money. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Why else would Xi Jinping send the brother, man? Why would he
he
send the
damn
brother?
sure send the brother. That's what he did.
Why Xi Jinping can't go himself? He gonna send the brother.
Yeah. Remember, Xi Jinping called Zelensky.
Yep.
He was like, "I ain't going over there. You take your black ass over there."
Right. Oh, I got you, brother. I will go there myself. So hey, I'm letting you know now. I'm gonna stick that article in next show, man. I'm sticking it in that show. Got me damn doing impersonation. You got me doing impersonations, MD.
Yeah,
You
no
know
doubt. But
what
like I said, this ain't. I don't think this is the last of it though. I think eventually India gonna show up.
Ah,
Uh, uh, Iran, or Saudi. Depending on what Saudi Arabia do, they might show up.
ah.
We already got South help. They even might throw Brazil, even though Brazil, I look at them as like the little brother. I mean,
Yeah,
hell, it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're little man. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
you.
they may even send Brazil ass over there.
Right. Okay. Well, hell, they should have saved the brother for last then. Shit.
Yeah,
If you know the brother's gonna talk his shit, man. Look, man. Look at your country, man. Don't you want to make money?
yeah, he gonna get over there and start click talking and doing all that Zulu shit. So Zelensky gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Oh shit, man. God damn. I can't wait, bro. But like you said, it's just a start, man. You know, I think, man, like you said, hey, Saudi Arabia might get in the mix, man. Oh, they're part of BRICS, Saudi Arabia?
No, but remember that article you did. This was a while back when I what was it? Saudi Arabia and Iran was talking
Yeah.
in negotiations. Yeah, so
Yep.
hell, why not? I
Uh,
mean, hell, Iran ain't even officially in BRICS, but you might
right.
as well say that, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You might as well say Saudi Arabia too, because right, Xi Jinping talked to both of them, man, and they like, yo, let's get this money.
Yeah.
They're like, let's get this money. They shook hands, boy, and Xi Jinping in the background, like, okay, who's next? Shit, ready to get this money, boy. He got dollar signs all up in his eyes, bro. Hey, man, Xi Jinping is a cold businessman. Shit.
Yeah, man. It ain't gonna be just BRICS, man. It's gonna be BRICS, LMNOP,
Mm-hmm.
all the other goddamn letters, because everybody gonna want in
Yeah.
when it comes to money. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, all right, man.
All right, man. Shout out to MD, man. Shout out to GTO, man. Shout out to everybody in the clouds. A lot of people in the clouds. A lot of people doing recon on you, MD. I ain't gonna call them their names, but we got people doing recon right now. So I guess we said a lot
Oh,
of
it's all good, man. It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
good,
Oh, I
man.
know. I
Like
know it's all fun. I know
hell,
it's all.
hell. At this point, like I said, man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to go to the war room with right now. I'm just waiting on a response.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you guys are kind of just throwing up titles. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. Shout out to Dembele. Shout out to Dembele.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Yanga, man. Shout out to Yanga, man. All right, man. Shit, man. Uh, yeah, shit. Well, like I said, man, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all hit that like, share, and yeah, we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.